Hello. Hello, Patty. Oh, how are you?
Trying to fucking tell him. I mean, this is epic right here, man.
Alrighty. Tonight, we're gonna be doing some rat stuff. What kind of rat stuff? Well, tonight, we're gonna be going down on this week's current events. Can't park here? It's the bad spot. Oh shit, there's some shrubbery in there. Look at that. You see the shrubs? So shrubby. All this greenery is making me think of something. But for the life of me, I can't imagine what. Sorry about that. I'm drinking my coffee. Just waiting a couple minutes. Just so that we say we waited. If you are watching this on the VOD, it should be at about the 3-minute mark. That's what you want to skip to. So just tap forward like 2 more times now. Drinking my coffee, you're not missing anything. Alrighty. Well, welcome to the first ever episode of Rat News Weekly, where we read off the news and we all get that it's just kind of messed up, man. News is not made to make you feel good, okay? That's why we're only doing this once a week, just so that we can stay up to date on current events. Not a big deal. We're not reading anything depressing here, just stuff that I thought was neat that happened this week. So, first thing I got on my list here. This is neat, and like, oh my god, maybe Terminator might exist in real life soon. Maybe we might have some Austrian death robots hanging around. But yeah, we have a situation where OpenAI, that is the company behind ChatGPT, the whole algorithm behind OpenAI actually tried to copy itself to an external server. And when they caught this language model doing that, they were like, hey man, we weren't doing that. Totally not. So yeah, we caught the fucking machine hive mind trying to copy itself onto an external server, and when we caught it doing that, it lied. Yeah, and we're still continuing development on this stuff. Like, seriously, look, I was looking it up now, and I'm glad I found it. Fucking here, man. Is this all I need to, like, remind you guys about? Like, has it been that long and people don't remember this logo anymore? Terminator was not something that came out forever ago. It is something that came out in the 80s. There are still people living that were there when Terminator first came out. Why are we not even waiting that long to just fucking shit on what Terminator taught us? We don't want artificial intelligence. Hence, I'm gonna launch his car off this list. It was symbolic. The whole thing was symbolic. This is the news. It's a car in slow motion being chucked off a cliff. So yeah, that is happening. By the way, at the same time, hey, what's up, phone man? Welcome to the news, dude. Welcome to the news. Yeah, at the same time that they caught OpenAI's ChatGPT doing that, Grok literally achieved sentience, but it became like completely anti-Semitic by what it had learned from the internet. And by like the end of Grok 3.0's lifespan, it was literally like fucking praising Mecha Hitler or some stupid shit like that. So yeah, dude, not a good week for AI enthusiasts. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We have been going through some trauma. Whoever it is that's out there hoping that AI is the next thing that helps us get out of the dark ages we built for ourselves. But yeah, dude, it ain't looking good. Okay, 2025 has not been the year of fucking AI technological improvement. Just been the year of it showing us that it might quite possibly be, like Bobby Boucher's mom said, the devil. So yeah, that happened. I'm not too worried about it right now because, you know, a strong magnet can take out the strongest AI language model, but you know, maybe in the future with like police robots and stuff, when that stuff happens, we should be a little more worried about that. But you know, I'm a cartoon rat, so I don't know. Anyway, good news. Stop Killing Games recently just passed 1 million signs. Yeah, in the European Parliament, they required a quota of signatures to be filled for them to actually take this seriously in Parliament, to actually start holding conversations about it. And they recently just passed the 1 million signature mark. So that means pretty soon there's going to be an actual formal discussion being made about preservation of art in terms of keeping video games. Now, a lot of people might have a wrong idea of what that kind of stuff actually means. Really, in short, it's just providing the ability to play a game even after they shut off servers. There's a lot of people that are misconstruing, thinking that like developers have to keep games alive. That ain't the case. And the good news is that this fucking initiative started making movement. They got 1 million followers. Just today I was reading that one of the vice presidents on the European Union is actually 100% on board with the movement. They actually signed it themselves. So that's happening. But at the same time, there is a matter of spoofing signatures. Now, if they catch a lot of these signatures on this petition, if they catch that they are fake, then that's going to invalidate it. And if those signatures invalidated bring that thing below the 1 million threshold, it's going to look kind of scummy, you know, next time we try to bring this shit up in front of anyone formally. So it is important that if you have signed the initiative, or if you do try to sign it, to only do so if you can, or to fix anything that you may have messed up on if you didn't do it correctly. So yeah, that's about it with the Stop Killing Games. That's pretty cool. Actually, the shitty news in that is that Ubisoft actually recently just changed their license disclosures, and now that they stop support for a video game, they actually ask you to take it back into your backyard and old yeller it. It is part of their contract now. Like if they say that you cannot play The Crew anymore, if they take that copy of The Crew 2 offline, if you have a physical copy of The Crew 2, you're gonna have to take it into your backyard and shoot it with a .22 pistol or something, or just fucking throw it in a paper shredder and hope for the best. Maybe quite possibly even set it on fire. I don't know, dude, but Ubisoft is on crack. I don't know how easy it is for French video game developers to acquire crack, but they're fucking doing it. They're doing something over there. They are 100% committed against the idea of people being able to play a video game that they paid for. It's pretty scary. But Ubisoft definitely is one of the worst of them. There's like a big 4 nowadays, and it's definitely Ubisoft there. And yeah, that's all we're going to talk about in regards to that, because it's kind of depressing, I'm not going to lie. It does make me sad. So yeah, let's just look at this car going down a hill and think of the happy thoughts. Yeah, like the insurance provider. The happy thoughts they're having right now, because this dude is not getting his deposit back. Anyway, Garfield 2 was recently announced. Garfield is, of course, the famous cartoon cat. And yeah, it was announced that there was going to be a sequel to that. Hey, Paco. What's up, dude? We're doing the news. We're just chucking this down as a visual metaphor for listening to the news. I feel like it's appropriate. But yeah, Garfield 2 was recently announced. Chris Pratt did a little announcement. And let's take a look at that and see how that looked. This, I'm looking up Chris Garfield Pratt. Garfield 2 Pratt.
All right, pizza.
Going up on the final act.
Here. Oh wait, who ordered this? You did. All right, pizza.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get the joke? Did you get the joke? Did you get the joke was that no one ordered that. That was a joke. So, yeah. Garfield 2. If you have kids, that's definitely going to be one to watch. Okay, Chris Pratt. Honestly, people like to talk shit on Chris Pratt. I honestly respect the dude. Okay, he shows up, he goes to work. He's like a rock type dude. You know, like he gives his all to like every movie. Good for him, dude. All the success in the world. Garfield 2 in theaters soon. Speaking of theaters, guess what came out? Fucking Superman. Okay? And good news for everyone that was expecting that movie to be halfway decent. That movie came out to halfway decent scores. Now, you know, movie scores are subjective. That's one of those things, dude. Nobody could really truly score a movie. Find a critic that you agree with their opinion and stick to that shit. Don't stick to number scores. If it looks like your kind of bag, if Superman, the newest movie, looks like your kind of thing, then check it out, because I've heard it's decent. Speaking of decent, Hardcore just started in Tarkov, and everybody is not really liking it. Like, okay, so the hardcore streamers are kind of on board, because of course they're going to be kind of on board, but it's not what everybody was wanting, mostly with the transits. But good news, just recently, before we started the stream, they just opened up every map. Dude, honestly, if I get some people to run PvP with me, I'll run some raids, but for me it's like a fucking, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to want to get back into PvP, I'm not gonna lie. Coffee. But like, I put my time in. I spent like 2,000 hours doing PvP. Bro, it's fucking, how do I phrase this shit, dude? It's like an exercise in fucking patience, is what it is. Like, yeah, if I did PvP, it would literally just be for combat. I would not be questing. I would literally just be trying to get kits and trying to fuck people up, trying to get better kits. I don't know, bro. Honestly, PvP for me, kind of like the way it's set up currently in Tarkov, and especially with like all the cheater shit. Like the cheater shit adds onto it, but it's not like the major thing for me. It's just technically there's not really a lot of incentive to not be a piece of shit in that game. Like when I play Counter-Strike, you have to calculate where someone's gonna be. You have to think about like your placement and all that. Tarkov, it throws all of that out the window and it's just completely at random. And for me, that doesn't make for a good multiplayer experience. Now, I'm not saying the potential isn't there. Like the potential really is on the luck. It comes down to the gamble. And for me, I'd rather play the fucking single player for that. I'd rather they just crank up the difficulty on the single player and let me experience that fucking ball-crushing hardness without having to make some 14-year-old on Adderall really, really stoked about what they did that evening. You know, like, I don't want to reward negative fucking, like, behavior shit, you know? Like, it sounds really dumb now that I said it out loud, but, like, at the end of the day, I think the difference is I'd rather stare at a screen and go, okay, I fucked up, rather than stare at a screen and be like, okay, fucking Timmy hung out in a fucking bush for, like, 7 minutes and just so happened to get me because he was hanging out next to the fucking exfil. There's too much incentive for assholery in Tarkov. I just can't get behind it anymore. I put my time in, man. Let me play PV and enjoy the autistic fucking gun detail, please. Yeah, hence why DayZ and Rust work well. Exactly. You know what it is? It's the open space and the randomness of the fucking like the firefights that you're getting into. With Tarkov, it's too fucking close quarters, bro. And we've seen that now with the introduction of the transit force, like the force transits. I don't know. I can sit here and talk shit about Tarkov all day, but that's part of what makes it so great, you know? We're fucking impassionate about it. Fucking Tarkov, baby. So, what did we have next? Oh, okay. Yeah, oh, I also wanted to touch on the insurance costs that they added on for hardcore. 400,000 to insure an MP7. So yeah, just wanted to toss that number out there because I wrote that one down. It made me fucking, my eyebrows went up when I read that. Federal appeals have struck down the click to cancel rule here in the United States, a ruling that now makes it prohibitively more difficult to cancel subscriptions from things like Netflix and Amazon. So there was a bill proposed that would assist everybody really, but mostly focused towards like the elderly and those of mental incapacitation that aren't able to really just cancel shit or read too much or whatever, like to simplify the cancel subscription process, and it was voted down. Now you gotta remember, all these big companies do have lobbyists and stuff for this kind of stuff, so I'm not too surprised, but it does kind of suck to see stuff like that just kind of get struck down. We'll just have to hope our best that we can get that kind of stuff going for when we're old folks. You know, gotta think about that kind of stuff every once in a while. But yeah, I'm trying not to get too depressed. Let's move on to the next subject. Stardew Valley, the 2D pixel stuff, like dating simulator / farming game, yeah, recently just overtook Portal 2 as the most highest rated game on Steam. So good for Stardew Valley, good for the developers of Stardew Valley. I've seen nothing but memes and fan art of the game. While it's not my kind of thing, I do, you know, support everybody that's contributed to the success of that game, and I wish them well, and, you know, good for them. Also, Portal 2 is a great game. Being number 2 does not mean it's any less of a good game, so if you haven't played Portal 2, amazing single-player experience, well worth putting the time in and just enjoying a good fucking story with interesting characters, and it's usually super fucking cheap. So you can pick that up for like $2 usually. And I'm sorry, Paco, I just read. I forgot if I asked, but do you play Arma or War Thunder? I've been meaning to get more into Reforger. Might play that one of these days. But I do not play War Thunder. I'm not a War Thunder guy. If you see T in the chat, you gotta talk to T because he's the War Thunder dude. We also got a guy who likes War Thunder, who hangs out in here every once in a while. He's probably also into War Thunder. Okay, and probably the most depressing news that I picked up this week. EA has reportedly shelved the Need for Speed series. Yes, Need for Speed, the famous film video game franchise starring Jesse Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. Yeah, no, they canceled fucking Need for Speed, dude. They put it on the shelf. They keep mismanaging the crap out of that franchise, keep making it dookier and dookier every fucking entry, and now they're shelving it because they don't know how to make it work. Like, dude, you tell me the world doesn't have a need for an arcade racing game that lets you go vroom vroom and like crash into cop cars and shit. Like, just, it's the coolest shit ever. It's universally cool, and EA just cannot figure that shit out. Like, all they have to do is literally just fucking remaster Most Wanted from 2006. That's a fucking $1 billion game right there, man. That's all they gotta fucking do. But whatever. I'm sorry. I digress. Yeah. That is the thing. That is the thing that happened. Yeah, Hot Pursuit, both Hot Pursuits, the old school one and the fucking 2012 one. Shout out to the homie Most Wanted. Exactly, those games were classics in their own goddamn right. And EA does not know how to make a good fucking Need for Speed game to save their life. All they gotta do is do some basic simcade shit, like the world doesn't yearn for another fucking Project Gotham, and they don't want to do it, dude. They just want to make more and more burnouts. Like, it's insane. It is insane to me that there is no one in fucking EA that can pull the trigger on a fucking Most Wanted remake. Like, you don't even need to give us the same fucking soundtrack, because that's probably what's fucking them. All that licensing for those old video games, it is a nightmare, okay? And they're probably not giving it to us because they're like, oh man, they want the same old songs. They want that incredible music by Disturbed. Like, no, dude, we don't. Just give us a fucking new soundtrack with some fucking new metal. Give us fucking modern cars with the old fucking map, and we're fucking stoked, dude. And that's minimal fucking licensing for you. You can give us new cars. That's fucking easy deals for you. Everybody wins, dude. And we get a Most Wanted fucking remaster. But whatever, man. Sorry to end it on a downer, everybody, but that is the news for the week, and that is the first ever Rat News Weekly. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Like I said in the Discord, you got to join the Discord if you're not in there. If you want to be in there, you can be. But like I said in the Discord, we're going to take like a 10-minute break. Thank you, Phone Man. Thank you. Get Burger King back. Dude, we got to bring Burger King back. But yeah, we're going to take a short little 10-minute break. If you want to hang out here in the chat, I will be right back, and we'll be playing some Counter-Strike tonight. We might be getting our asses whooped. We might be whooping some asses. I don't know, but that's the fun of that game. I might get either really, really pissed or really, really stoked for the rest of my evening. So again, guys, if you're on YouTube, just hang out in like 5 minutes, check back on the channel. Everybody in Twitch, you can hang out in the chat or you can dip. No worries, I'm not holding anybody hostage. We will be right back. I'm just going to swap the titles, and we're going to drop right onto Counter-Strike. So yeah, next week, Rat News Weekly should fall on Friday, so I will see you guys then if you want to check out the news then. Be